Okay, time for a new video, and whether you are somebody new to my channel or you are returning to my channel to watch this video, it is greatly appreciated. As always, I'm filming this video in one go, so if I stumble over my words moving forwards, I apologise about that. And also, if the quality of this video is fairly poor as well, if there's any lag, anything like that at all, sadly it cannot be helped, and hopefully it is not too much of an issue for you. This is yet another Eurovision 2022 related video here on my channel, and today I'm doing something that I think I might have only done once before on my channel, if at all, I can't really remember, and that is a sort of tag video. I have it up on my screen in front of me right now. It is ESC Shane's 30-day Eurovision challenge, and something like this surfaces online every April, every May. I've never really done it before, I've never really thought about it before, but I did have plans to film a video like this anyway, and now I'm actually sitting down and filming this. I just want to shout out two other people on YouTube, Jordan Davis Eurovision and Shane's Eurovision Review, because a short while ago a video was uploaded to Jordan's channel where they went through some of these questions and had a good discussion. I'm not copying them, as I just said. I wanted to film a video like this anyway, so if anybody thinks that I'm just ripping off their video idea, I'm absolutely not. Shout out to both of those guys, they make good stuff. So, with that being said, I'm just going to make sure I've got it up in front of me and go through these questions one by one. I haven't even really seen what it says, so I'm going to have to think very quickly to stop this video being extremely long, of course. However, one or two other things to mention as well. Firstly, somebody on my most recent video, I can't remember whom, so I do apologise, but they said, why don't you put timestamps in the description so we can just skip to the parts that we want to listen to if it's a particularly long video of yours. Great idea, don't know why I didn't do it sooner, so I'm going to be doing that more often from here on in. Secondly, the other day I went to pick up this. It is this year's Eurovision CD, which you can just about see on camera. Nothing too fancy. I've made videos talking about Eurovision CDs in the past. Yeah, I have it here in front of me. I've listened to a lot of the songs again, and it's really nice just having the physical copy rather than just downloading it from the internet and things like that. I put a picture up on my Twitter page of all of the Eurovision CDs that I own, which is all of them that have been released, and that tweet did remarkably well, much better than I thought it was going to. It seems as though a lot of people just really enjoyed seeing all the CDs laid out on my bed over there. What do you know? Also, a few days from now, at the time of recording this video, rehearsals begin. I still don't even really know how it's happening this year, because I believe the first rehearsals are very hush-hush, and I think the only footage we're going to get as fans is on TikTok. And I do intend on trying to watch the rehearsal footage that we do get, and I'm sure we might even, as we have in the past, get videos on YouTube as well. But I don't really know. The second rehearsals, I expect it to be the same as it's always been. But these first rehearsals, I have no idea. Maybe you do. But whatever it is, I really don't know if I'm going to film videos every day like I did last year. I uploaded videos daily for about 3 weeks last year. It was a bit too much, to be honest. And I'm not sure I've really got the time this time around. So, I might make a few less videos, but still talk about the same stuff. I don't know yet. I really don't know. As for blog posts, they've been getting shorter and less detailed as the years go by, and I think this year it's going to be very much the same deal. There will be blog posts, they just won't be in as much depth. They'll probably be bullet points again, rather than long-winded paragraphs. So, now let's get into this challenge, because I'm already rambling. Here we go. Let me know your answers to these as well in the comments below. I'm genuinely interested. Links in the description to my other social media pages as well. Check them out if you so wish. So, day one, favourite ESC song of 2022. This is simple because I've mentioned it a few times on my channel now. It's Sweden, Cornelia Jacobs with Hold Me Closer. I've made a whole video talking about why I like this track and why it certainly could be up there pushing for the win, absolutely. It's one of the favourites to win. A lot of people really love it. There's a lot of buzz surrounding this track, I would say, purely because some people are thinking it could tie with Ireland. 7 Eurovision victories, of course. Some people are saying that it's the best Swedish entry since Loreen. Some people are saying that this is a real return to form for Sweden in the contest. I just really love the atmosphere, and that's a word I'll be using a lot, and I already have on my channel over the past few videos, but I really love the atmosphere. I really love how it was staged at Melfest. I like the fact that it was a bit of a dark horse in a way. The momentum just built up and built up and built up, and then by the time the Melfest final came around, it seemed as though most people wanted her to come out on top, at least what I saw online, and that's exactly what happened. Yeah, it's my favourite. It's not my clear favourite, but it is my favourite. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my whiteboard over here, which you'll be seeing a lot more of over the coming weeks, and I'm just going to write number 1, Sweden. Number 2, least favourite ESC song of 2022. Well, I really have to go with my number 40, I guess, which is Lithuania, which I know is outrageous to some people, but somebody's got to be last. There's a lot of things I enjoy about the Lithuanian track. I don't want to repeat myself, but I think Monica's great. I think her voice is great. I think she performs it really well. It's very effortless, the way that she delivers this track, and that to me is the sign of a very good performer. I know that this is going to be very good live during the rehearsals, which start very soon, of course, and I'm sure on the night of the first semi-final she's going to do a really good job. I've got no worries whatsoever about this being a botched job. But yeah, it's my number 40 of the year. If I had to pick somebody else, maybe Bulgaria. That's my number 39 at the moment. But yeah, I'm going to have to go with Lithuania. I'm really sorry, but it is my number 40. Number 3, day 3, most underrated ESC song of 2022. Well, I did see the video that I mentioned earlier on, and I was thinking about this myself. We usually have more underrated tracks than overrated tracks at Eurovision. It seems that way after the contest, looking back at these contests in retrospect. Certainly for me, I look at the entries from a particular year and I think, wow, that was underrated, my God, that was underrated too. This year, I'm going to go with Iceland. I just think there's great potential here. I loved the way it was staged at Song for Ketlin. So simple, but the lighting was really beautiful. Loved the harmonies, loved some of the camera angles. The fact that it's a real family affair, and it's going to be again with the brother on stage in Turin 2. I just really enjoy that low-key folk vibe. I know I mentioned previously, it reminds me of First Aid Kit, this great Swedish group. And, oh man, I can just really chill out to this. And I love songs that allow me to just chill out for 3 minutes. So I'm going to go with Iceland, but there's plenty of other songs I could have picked here. Croatia, maybe Denmark at a push. But yeah, Iceland for me, underrated at this moment in time. I would not be surprised if Sister rise up a few places in the odds by this time next week. Day 4, most overrated ESC song of 2022. Well, if we're talking about the betting odds, it's Ukraine. I can understand why Kalish Orchestra are the favourites to win, but that much a favourite to win? I don't think so. Could say Serbia, but I don't want death threats. And that isn't the most overrated song of the year. Not really. It's very difficult to pick one, so I'm tempted to go with Ukraine, to be honest with you. I don't know. Maybe Norway, actually. I think I'll say Norway. I really don't mind this track. Don't come for me, for God's sake. I really don't mind this track at all. Subwoofer, Give That Wolf a Banana. I just can't quite enjoy the song as much as I want to. And I think I've said this before. It's that sort of disconnection for me. I like the verses, but not the chorus so much. Yet the chorus is the great part of the song for so many people. It's the catchiest bit. It's the bit where you can sing along and do the dance moves and all of that. And obviously it's going to go down an absolute treat in Turin, and people who haven't heard this song before are going to think, this is all over the place, it's crazy, but I'm really into it. And the points will pour in. That's inevitable. But yeah, I can't quite really get on the hype train with this. I'm not sure I'm ever going to board that train. It's not really overrated. That's the thing. It's not really overrated, but I've got to pick somebody here, so it's Norway for me. Day 5, biggest grower of ESC 2022. Right now, it's Slovenia. Disco. That is growing on me. I'm just underwhelmed with the staging that I've seen so far. But obviously, in Turin, it might be a little bit different. I don't really know. If I'm thinking over the past few weeks, I've got to be honest, it's Malta. Emma Muscat with I Am What I Am. It's really nothing original, this. It's bland as bland can be. Yet, I really don't mind it. I like her. I think she sings it well. It's quite uplifting. It's the sort of thing that you'd hear in church. You know, the choir just having a great old time. I can't even remember how the song goes. That tells you how much of a Eurovision fan I am. But, yeah, this song, I really don't mind it at all. And I don't expect it to qualify whatsoever. The juries will probably enjoy it and dish out quite a few points, but the public won't. I can't see that happening. But in terms of a song that has grown on me, it's got to be Malta, for now. Slovenia too, but Malta, the main grower. Day 6, ESC 2022 song that makes you happy. Many of them. Let me have a look at the list here. A song that makes me happy. Oh, blimey. Oof. I'm going to go with Denmark. Yep, ready with the show. Again, a song that probably won't qualify 2 weeks from now, but I really don't mind it for what it is. As soon as that rock energy kicks in and, you know, it really builds up in pace, yeah, it just puts a bit of a smile on my face. And, again, I use that word uplifting because I think it is. Don't really have much more to say about it. Denmark, for me, the day 6 answer. Day 7, ESC 2022 song that makes you cry. None of them, because I don't really cry very often at all. Maybe a song that makes me feel emotional, I guess. I don't know. And it's that atmosphere. I mentioned that word again. I'm going to go with the Netherlands, Ace Teen de Diepte. This feels so solemn, and yet there's just a spark of hope and promise to the melody and instrumentation of this song. And she's fabulous. I've seen quite a few interviews with her now. Wonderful stuff. And I'm hoping the Netherlands do really well next month. Nothing more to say. Let's move on. I might have the same country 2 or 3 times here, I should say. What are we on now? Day 8, ESC 2022 song that needs to be played loud. I don't really like playing music really loud, but I think it's a toss-up between Spain and Austria. I'm going to go with Austria, just because it's that sort of typical Euro pop track. I mean, if I played this song in full to my mother, for example, she might say, oh yeah, that's winning Eurovision. Just because it seems so stereotypical and so safe, and yet it's got that sort of clubby beat to it as well. I don't know. It's nothing incredibly original here, but the Austrian track I really enjoy. I'm hoping Pia Maria can sing really well live. We'll soon find out, of course. There is potential for this song to completely fall apart in Turin, but I'm thinking it's qualifying. I'm thinking it's a very good track. I've always liked it since I first heard it. That's my answer for day 8. Day 9, got to get through this, my God. ESC 2022 song that gives you inspiration. Well, as somebody who writes a lot of songs give me inspiration. My God, I might say the Netherlands again here. Could say Sweden again. I'm going to go with Greece, and I think why is... you know what word I'm going to say here, don't you? It's the atmosphere. It really is. I think the fact that this song, you know, for 2/3 really of this track, it's so stripped back. There's really not much going on at all apart from Amanda's voice, which is tremendous. It just allows me to sort of really focus on what she's singing, but it can also just sort of get the creative juices flowing a bit. You know, it can conjure up all of these images and thoughts and ideas, and that to me is a really successful song, a song that I'm going to keep going back to because it's so good. So I'm going to say Greece. Moving on to day 10, best male vocal of this year. Let me just skim through this then. It's worth saying Marius Bear for Switzerland is the only male soloist in semi-final 1, so maybe that puts him at an advantage, I don't know. Best male vocals of the year. Well, he's very good. He's excellent. He's not bad. I'm going to say Ochman for Poland. Love the tone of his voice. Very smooth. Oh, yes, and that falsetto, which we can hear at times as well. Really, really nice. It's either him or Sheldon Riley. Sheldon's a very good singer for Australia, but for me, Ochman takes it. The best male singer this year. Best female vocal of ESC 2022. The best female singer this year. Let me have a look. She's very good. She's very good. She's very good. Oh dear. Dear me, this is a tough one, isn't it? There's quite a few great female singers this year. I want to go for somebody different. But I'm going to have to go, I think, with the Netherlands again. Ace Teen. Love her voice. She's performed this live a few times and it's been very good every time. So, Ace Teen for the Netherlands. Best female singer this year for me. There's several others, though, who I could have picked as well. Moving on. Day 12. A country that surprised you. Well, in terms of a country that surprised me because the song's such a disappointment, maybe Belgium. But in terms of a song that came along and surprised me just because it wasn't really what I was expecting at all, yeah, I'm just going to go with Armenia here. I think perhaps many of us expected something more up-tempo, something with a few more ethnic sounds to it, that sort of flavour going on. But instead, we got a sort of toe-tapping, slightly folky number that involves a floating house. And maybe we'll get something resembling that somehow in Turin. I don't know. The Armenian song, though, I really like it, and I think a lot of other people do as well. It is a potential dark horse of this year's contest. So yes, there we go. Day 13, a country that disappointed you. Oh, well, there we go. It's got to be Belgium. Got to be Belgium. Could say Switzerland, but Belgium more so. Belgium had this sort of dark, gloomy thing going on for a number of years. You know, we had Blanche, even Elliot's track in Tel Aviv was a little bit on the gloomy side. We had Hooverphonic, of course. But now we've got something that's a bit more R&B. It just feels too dated, to be honest with you. It doesn't feel really up-to-date current stuff. And I've not been convinced with any live performance so far. I've not been convinced by his voice. He's got to really bring it in the next few weeks, because if he doesn't, I don't see Belgium qualifying at all, even though the betting odds think he will. But there we go. I am disappointed, because I usually really love Belgium's entries, but not this year. Alas, got to move on. What are we on now? We're only halfway through. Day 14. Favourite ESC 2022 duo or band? Well, I like the Czech Republic. I like Finland. It's got to be Finland because they're the highest ranked in my top 40. So I'm going to say Finland. I think for a lot of people, I've said this before as well, the Rasmus is this sort of throwback name. A lot of people might just tune in to see them. Sort of roll back the years. Yeah, I'm going to say Finland. I really like the Rasmus. I've always liked the Rasmus. But, my God, this is another example of a country, an act, that needs to bring it, because so far I have not been convinced, and I'm not the only one. Number 15, ESC 2022 song that makes you dance. I know what I would have said last year. This year, oh dear me. It's probably going to be Austria again, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to say Austria again. Really catchy, really fun, really up-tempo, and I'm sure a lot of people will be having a good boogie to this, letting their hair down and all of that stuff when it's performed live in Turin in a few weeks' time. Number 16, ESC 2022 Guilty Pleasure. There's no such thing as a guilty pleasure. You like what you like. Doesn't matter whether it's Eurovision related or not, but seeing as it's guilty pleasure, let's say Croatia. Really like it. Really like it. It's a borderline personal qualifier for me from semi-final 1 at the moment. Mia is great. She has actually done a really good job with this song live every time she's performed it live. I don't think she's given a really naff performance yet, and I don't think she will in Turin either. It's really nice. It might well be a guilty pleasure for a lot of other people. Lovely, lovely stuff. Number 17, here we go. Favourite Eurovision winner. Oh wow. Oh dear. Oh dear. I don't really know off from the top of my head. I really like Love Shine a Light. Bit cliched answer maybe, because it's a really big, really, really well-known winner, absolutely. But, oh man, I've always liked that track. I really like Only Teardrops as well. 2013 for Denmark. Waterloo is very good, Euphoria is very good, Fly on the Wings of Love is very good, Nocturne is very good, Rock and Roll Kids is great, love that track. There's a bit of an underrated winner. I'm just going to say Love Shine a Light, UK 97. Can't really think of another one at the moment, haven't got a list in front of me. I don't always really adore the winners, that's the thing. But occasionally a really good track comes along, and I can't believe it, I've forgotten about Maneskin. What is wrong with me? Oh my days. What on earth is wrong with me? How have I forgotten that? Shocking, it was last year. Oh dear me, somebody diagnosed me with amnesia. What is that about? It's Zitie Buoni. It's Zitie Buoni. I think that is my favourite Eurovision winner to date. And I think it will have to be something really special to surpass that track. Don't really need to say anything about it. It's sublime. I think it's Victoria De Angelis' birthday today, so happy birthday to her. Let's move on. Day 18. Come on now, we're getting there. It is favourite Eurovision non-qualifier. Got to go with Sweden 2010. It's my favourite Eurovision song to date. Anna Bergendahl, This Is My Life. Always loved it. Really simple, nothing incredible going on. Everybody with their glow sticks in the Telenor Arena in Oslo 12 years ago now. I remember being in this very room. It was between Denmark and Sweden. I felt sure of that for the final qualifier, and I think it was Nadia Khaznaoui. She said Denmark, and I thought, oh my god, Sweden haven't qualified. They're going to go into a week of mourning. And I think that poor result just turned things around for Sweden a little bit, because then they had Erik Saade and they won in 2012, and then they went on this hot streak for many years. So Sweden 2010 for me. Let's move on. Day 19, favourite Nordic 2022 entry. Sweden again, already mentioned this, Hold Me Closer. I like all of the Nordic entries this year. So there you go, that's pretty good. Moving on, day 20, favourite Balkan 2022 entry. So that's sort of Serbia, Montenegro. Are we including Croatia? Because I think we are, because it would be Croatia for me. There's North Macedonia too. Is Slovenia in the Balkans? Yeah, I suppose it is. But I'm going to say Croatia. Really like it. And I don't often really like a Croatian track, but this year I'm really enjoying Guilty Pleasure. Number 21, favourite Eastern European 2022 entry. Okay, East. It's going to be Estonia, isn't it? I think. Yeah, let's say Estonia. Haven't had that one yet. Stefan with Hope. Really nice. Could do very well with the public in that half of the results. He's performed this pretty well live every time I've seen a performance online. Just really tighten that staging, and this could be something really fabulous. The jurors, on the other hand, this might just be one of those songs that they sort of forget about, they brush aside. Maybe they don't think it's that bad, but they're not giving out many points either. Alas, we wait and see. Number 22, favourite Western Eurovision 2022 entry. So that is going to be Spain, I think. Yes, let's say Spain. Chanel, Slow Mo. I mean, what can you say about this that hasn't already been said? Sexy, vocals are on the money every time, good energy, good beat, maybe typically Spanish, you could argue, but I don't think that's a bad thing. This is right up there as one of the songs this year that could blow people away. It could be such a show-stopping performance, and a good slot in the running order. Surely this year Spain will get a half-decent result. Moving on, day 23, favourite song from 2022 national finals. Oh my god, man. I made a video about this, didn't I? But that was just 10 great national final tracks of the year. I really like Sol by Soa, Run to the Hills, Clara Hammerström. Well, actually, I think out of all of the national finals we had, and I might be making a big error here because I'm sure to forget somebody, I really like O Forse Sei Tu by Elisa. That was Sanremo. I think it is going to be Cyan Kicks with Hurricane from Finland, which was the runner-up in UMK. My sort of thing. As much as I love slow music, you know, I enjoy rock music as well, and I just thought this was great. Female lead singer. The way it was staged was really quite clever at UMK as well. The sort of optical illusion stuff that was going on. Really, really good. I'm going to say Cyan Kicks, Finland, UMK. Moving on, number 24. Favourite ESC 2022 national final. Oh my god, man. Such a letdown of an answer for many of you, I'm sure, but I'm going to say Melfest. I enjoyed it for what it was. Many songs from this year's Melfest that I really enjoy. UMK was good. Sanremo, which is not strictly speaking a national final, also pretty good. Yeah, those. Benidorm Fest was pretty good as well. That was ages ago now, wasn't it? Moving on, number 25. ESC 2022 entry that is personal to you. I'm not sure any of them are extremely personal, but I think, again, in terms of getting the creative juices flowing, do you know what? I'm actually going to say the UK. I suppose I can resonate with the lyrics of Spaceman just a little bit. Sam Ryder, go on son, right behind you, deliver the goods, I'm sure he will. And yeah, if I had to pick one without thinking about it too much, I'm actually going to go with Spaceman for the UK. Number 26, ESC 2022 song with the best lyrics. Well, I'll just go with the first one that's popped into my head. I think Greece, Netherlands, very good. Iceland, if you look at the English translation, very good. I'm going to go with Brividi. Really like the lyrics in that song. Some of them are really, really beautiful and quite poetic. I think it's a really well-written track, and the melody's beautiful as well. It's a great song, probably going to win by a mile. We'll find out soon enough. Number 27, ESC 2022 runner-up is the Netherlands. Hello, S-Teen again. Don't need to say anything more about that. Netherlands, always in my top 3 of this year's contest, and firmly staying there for many years to come. Number 28, ESC 2022 song that describes how you currently feel. Well, I feel a bit tired, I won't lie. So maybe I should go for a rather sleepy track. No, actually, I might be tired, but I'm quite peaceful at the moment, even though I'm sort of rushing this video now. Let's go with Portugal. Saudade, Saudade by Mavro. Oh man, I just love that track. Takes me to another place for 3 minutes. It's a cool breeze on a summer's day, and yeah. Nothing more to say about it. Really wonderful track. Nothing more than I can say says it in a better way. Really simple but nice lyric, that. Really good stuff. Only a few more to go now, my goodness. Number 29, biggest dark horse of ESC 2022. I made a video mentioning several and I can't remember who they are. Right now, a dark horse. Ooh, who's galloping in? Come on. Well, I think Estonia might do better than we think. I think Czech Republic might do very well after some so-so live performances so far. You could definitely make a claim for Germany. That could be staged really beautifully. Dark horse. Do I mention Iceland again? Armenia. I think I mention... I'm going to go with Armenia because I think Armenia is more likely to qualify than Iceland in the first place. And, who knows, the fact that this is quite charming and really easygoing and very accessible for a lot of people. It's not the sort of song that's going to be incredibly divisive. Yeah, I think maybe Armenia is the big dark horse at the moment. Could do a lot better than we all think. And the last one, country you think will win. Right now, Italy. That's not a final prediction, so don't get carried away. But if I had to pick somebody at the moment, Italy. Brividi will probably get more points from the juries than Zitti e Buoni did. And Italy will get a ton of love from the public, because they usually do. You're looking at least 450 points cumulative once the results are in. I'm saying Brividi is probably going to do it, but there's still a little while to go before the grand final of this year's contest in Turin. That's it. My answers to the ESC Shane Eurovision 2022 tag challenge, whatever you want to call it. I know I rushed towards the end there, but I haven't got a huge amount of time in which to film this anyway. Let me know your answers, and I'll be back soon with more Eurovision 2022 related content. It might well be me discussing the rehearsal footage. Whatever rehearsal footage we get, I really don't know how detailed or interesting it's going to be. We'll find out soon enough. Whether there's videos every day for 3 weeks, I don't think that's a possibility at all, but you never know. But there will be more videos from me very soon. That's it. Hopefully you enjoyed this rather rambling video from me once again. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, check out my other social media pages, links in the description as always, check them out if you so wish, and until next time, bye for now. Thank you very much for watching.